what's up guys? Rideshare guy here, and today I've got a video about my first delivery with DoorDash. So in my last one on DoorDash, I basically covered kind of my first impressions, a little quick recap of orientation, and a couple of the ways that DoorDash is different from some of the other on-demand services. And today I wanted to make a short video. I'm trying to make my videos a little bit shorter since some of you guys have complained about that, so hopefully you can make it through this one. But basically, as soon as I was done with orientation, it was kind of cool because I was actually activated to become a dasher and I could start working right then and there. So there weren't any shifts available at the time, but the guy who was there setting things up opened one up for me. I logged on, and it was right at lunchtime too. So it was probably about 11:45, which is peak lunch hours, obviously. And the other thing to keep in mind with DoorDash, right? People may want to eat at 12 o'clock. They may want to eat at 12:30. So they generally place the orders a little earlier. So if you're looking for that lunchtime rush, you want to log on a little bit before lunch. So as soon as I logged on, I'd say within 2 minutes, I actually had my first request. So I accepted the request, and it was at a place I'd never heard of. It was over in Costa Mesa in Orange County called Raising Cane's Chicken. And so basically, I got the request. I saw the drop-off spot or the pickup spot. It was Raising Cane, so I just used my map function, right? Went to it. It was about 8 minutes away from where I was near John Wayne Airport. Got there with no problem, but as I was pulling up, I see this huge line of cars coming out, spilling out into the street. And I look up, and they're all waiting in line to go to this place, Raising Cane's. And for me, it was kind of weird because first of all, I've never even heard of this place. And eventually, I decided not to go drive through. I went and parked, and I talked to the security guard quickly on my way in. And I guess this place just opened 2 weeks ago, so it's super busy, super packed, and it's kind of like I wouldn't say it's quite. I mean, it is basically fast food, but a little more upscale, like a fast casual, like almost like a Chipotle style as opposed to McDonald's. And but basically what it is fried chicken and fried chicken strips and all that kind of good stuff. And it's a chain, I think, that started back in the East Coast or Midwest, New Orleans, probably Louisiana, something like that. I never really heard of it, but I went in there, and the one thing though with my since this was my first delivery, it was a little confusing on the app. I wasn't sure if I needed to place the order or if they had placed the order. The app kind of made it seem like they had already placed the order because all it said was that I had to pick it up. But obviously I saw quickly that it was a fast food joint and you would have to go up to the counter and order. So I assumed that there was no way to call in. I did double check though when I got to the front. I said, hey, is there a way to call in orders? And he said, only if you order for 6 boxes or more. And obviously my order was only for 2 boxes. So I knew that I had to place the order myself. Now, if it's a partner restaurant, then, in that case, you don't even have to worry about paying. So I assume in that case, you wouldn't have to order and you could just go up and get the food. But in this case, it was kind of a non-partner restaurant. So I had to go in, I placed the order. I waited about 10 minutes. So, to be honest, this was probably on the high end of the wait time. When I first accepted the job, it said that it would be a $5 delivery fee plus $1 boost pay. Now in Orange County right now, they're paying $5 delivery fees plus whatever boost pay. So that basically means if it's a little further, you get a little extra money. So $6 payout for the job, and then you get to keep 100% of the tips. And that delivery fee, unlike other services, DoorDash doesn't take a cut from that. They take a cut. They actually upcharge the customer. So if a burger costs $4.50, maybe they'll charge $5 to the customer, and that's how they make their money. But in short, I went into this Raising Cane's place, placed the order for them. It was lunchtime. I hadn't eaten lunch yet, and it looked pretty bomb. So I ordered one for myself too. I went and dropped it off at a place. It was like a hairdressing salon studio type place where they had a bunch of students learning. And, it kind of, I would say that there weren't trouble with parking, but a lot of the issues that kind of come up as a delivery driver, I kind of hit on this first ride, right? I happened to find this place. It was super packed, super busy. So I had to wait 5 minutes to park. I had to go in, wait 5 minutes to order. Then I had to wait 10 minutes for the food. Then I had to drive to the place. Once I got there, I couldn't really figure out because there was only a parking lot that had a gate that went up and down. And eventually I figured out that you could probably get validation. So I just went in. I went into the parking lot and parked there, and then went inside, made the drop-off. The drop-off was super easy. Luckily, they gave me validation, so I came back out, ate my lunch in the car, and then left. So all told, well, not counting the part where I ate my lunch, but it was about 45 minutes worth of work. I ended up with a $2.85 tip. So for a total of $8.85 for about 45 minutes of work. And granted, that was about as long of a delivery as possible since I had 10 minutes to go to the place. Then I had all that wait time. And that really kind of just speaks to the fact that you really want to look for these jobs that are going to minimize your waiting time, when you have to drive time, right? Because you only get paid for that delivery. So these are kind of all the things you want to keep in mind as a Dasher. So that's kind of a recap of my first delivery. Overall, it was about what I expected, maybe a little bit on the low side of the income, but that might be more a reflection of this job just taking so long. I probably got a little bit unlucky. I still think that the earnings potential are in that $10 to $15 an hour range. So I'll be curious to go out, and I'm probably going to do some more dashing in the upcoming weeks and do probably hours at a time and maybe even a full day. So I'll let you guys know how it goes. If you have any questions about DoorDash, about the earnings, potential, anything like that, definitely feel free to let me know. If you guys are interested in using one of my affiliate links to sign up for DoorDash, I'll leave a link right here below or in the show notes. And other than that, look forward to hearing from you guys. All right, take care.